Previously on In That Number.
Here we go.
Tumbles and tears. As the search begins for the Saints Cheer Krewe, preliminary cheer auditions are in the books, but these candidates will have to wait to learn their fate.
Yeah, so we'll see how she does for this. She just hasn't
I think she's really nervous.
yes, and that's coming across.
The dancers are now on deck to fight their way into the finals.
I can dance a lot better than I can curl my hair.
But emotions run high as the numbers dwindle down.
Right now we're waiting. They're gonna make a small cut now, and then we're gonna go to the technique portion.
I just know I want to get the chance again.
And these hopefuls compete for a chance to be in that number.
So we just finished with our cheer preliminary round. The talent level was great. It truly was. I think we learned a lot from last year's auditions, bringing it into this year and everything. Everyone just looked so much more confident and ready to take on this audition. They knew exactly what we were looking for. They came in ready to fight and earn their spot. Here we are.
62.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
So before we can announce our cheer team finalists, we have got to get through our preliminary dance auditions, and I am calling in reinforcements.
I'm Kyle Campbell, the Director of Game Experience for the Saints. I'm entering my 8th season here with the team.
I thought she did well. Next to her name.
It's fun to watch.
Yes.
She is fun to watch.
For me, within the audition process, I'm looking for somebody that really commands a presence. And you think about being on the sidelines in the Caesars Superdome and there's 70,000 people there, who's that person that's gonna really draw your eye? And also I'm looking for energy, right? We're all about driving energy, building that dome field advantage in the building. And what is this person going to do and bring to be able to create that advantage for us to help us win football games?
Hi, my name is Destiny Johnson, and I am from New Orleans, Louisiana. After Katrina, I would say that my life changed drastically. My immediate family changed a little bit as well. For Katrina, I mean, we were literally living around the block from each other. So to go from that to probably seeing each other once a year, if that often, was definitely hard. But through dance, I was able to kind of keep myself together and keep myself happy. What separates me from everyone else is definitely my personality. When I dance, it feels differently. I think that everyone kind of brings that talent. So to be able to show my personality through dancing, that when people watch me dance, they're smiling and they're enjoying it, I think that kind of separates me from everyone else.
You better go!
You better work!
Yeah! You know what to do! Ow! Yes, ma'am! Hi, everybody. My name is Octavian. I'm from the beautiful city of Mobile, Alabama, and I'm just super excited to be here. So this is not my first year auditioning. I did audition last year. Last year I was 100 pounds heavier. I wasn't as active dance and cheer as I used to be. I'm super stoked. Coming last year, had the opportunity to meet formers, new people that were auditioning, and of course the Saints Krewe family. It just really gave me the jump and boost I need to get back into the dance community, to get back into the cheer community. So when I got home, I started working out. I changed all of my eating habits. I got back active in the dance community, working with my former high school that I used to coach and former girls from my company. So I'm not gonna say last year I didn't have the expectation to make the team. I wanted to make the team, but I more so wanted to put down grounding so people remember me and say, so when I come back next year, you'll be able to see where I was and currently where I am. So I wasn't disappointed. I was just happy to have been here.
Octavian has completely changed everything he did from last year. He looks...
It's impressive. I didn't even realize she was the same person.
One of the major reasons also that I wanted to make the team this year, I came with a friend of mine, Josh. So we both auditioned last year for the Saints. We both didn't make it, but it was an amazing experience. Josh recently was in a shooting, and he got hit in the arm and had to have a transplant or like a muscle in his arm, and so he couldn't come this year. And so when I found out about it, you know, I called him and was like, hey friend, you know, auditions are this weekend, it's Tuesday. And he was like, you know, I can't do it, but I want you to be there, I want you to go, you know, just you being there and you doing it makes me feel that way. I can feel him with me now, like he's my biggest fan, I know for sure, because we were here last year, you know, and so I know that he's supposed to be here this year, and when I make the team, best believe you better come and audition.
This last group will just be these four. Got it. Yep. So what's coming with that? A lot of people.
So for the dancers today, I'm looking for a couple of things. Obviously, you need to be able to pick up choreography fairly quickly. If you make mistakes, it's okay. I want to see how you're going to recover from those mistakes. We're obviously looking for someone who is going to be eye-catching on the field. The Dome is a very large stadium, obviously. So I tell my athletes all the time that when you're not performing for a small audience. You're not performing in a dance studio where we train. You are performing to the very last row of our 600 level.
All right, so we're gonna get ready to roll. We're gonna do this in groups of 5. There will be a couple groups that only have 4 just based off of numbers.
We have a lot of good talent. I hope the girls come with it. I need more smiles, I need more energy because it was a little lacking in the learning, but they have time now to get it together.
Next group, we are flying through these.
I don't know, right now we're waiting. They're gonna make a small cut now, and then we're gonna go to the technique portion. So keep your fingers crossed, and as soon as I see my number, I'm gonna go with you.
So what we're gonna do is we have Hayden and Taylor both have a grid that they are gonna be posting along the back wall. If your number is highlighted, we ask that you stay for the next round. If your number is not highlighted, please come back next year. This was not an easy cut for us.
Yes, baby, we in now.
I'm calling my boyfriend.
I made it past the first round. I'm feeling great, amazing. Like a weight was just lifted off my shoulders. I'm ready to go into the next round.
It's a big process to go through, and I don't think you realize that until you're in it. But there's so many little things that you have to pay attention to catch the judge's eye. It's a lot.
When you work in a setting where like you have to learn on the spot and there's many different people, it's just hard to take it all in, like just to calm down and to focus and stuff like that. But honestly, I'm not mad at it. It was cool though. Definitely prepared for next year.
I have 4 small kids, and it was kind of like an hour and everything. I just knew I wouldn't get a chance again.
So before we get going with our technique round, what we want to do is we're going to get you guys in numerical order. I'm going to set up the mic on a mic stand, and one at a time we want you guys to come to the front. You're going to say your name, where you're from, and a fun fact about yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm DeLawrence Collins. I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois.
Hey everyone, I'm Jessica. I am from New Orleans, Louisiana.
And I couldn't decide on one fun fact, so I'll give you 2. The first is that my dad is a pretty well-known musician named Kermit Ruffins.
My name is Keely Johnson. I was actually adopted from China, but I've lived in Metairie, Louisiana for all my life. I have some audition friends, and they've been calling me shoddy lately because I am a petite person. So I was like, maybe I should go by that. If anything ever happens, I'm shoddy. Like that could be a really good little brand name for me. Growing up in the dance community, I think it has been hard. I feel like I've always been that one person, being short, being a person of color, being Asian. I just feel like sometimes it was kind of lonely, where I couldn't, maybe if I was dealing with something, I couldn't relate to the person next to me because I was in a room of everyone who looked the same. I I've been to like almost every single class this year that's been offered at Move Studio. I've met so many amazing people there of all different backgrounds, all different dance styles, dance abilities, that I think it's made me realize, like, if they can do it, I can do it too. And I think that's just what's so amazing about the dance community here in New Orleans, is it's just one big family. And I think that's really, this year itself, since the studio's open, has made me feel like I feel safe and I feel like I have a community. And I think that's why I wanted to try out for Saints. I was like, I can do it, and this is something I want to do.
5, 6, 7, 8 together. 1, up, 2, down, 3, 4. Yes? You're gonna do another right, left. 5, 6. Changing your spot. Shanae, 7, 8.
There is nothing more we can do as coaches. We did all of the choreography, all of the teaching. Now it's their job to turn it up and really perform and, you know, show off their talent. So I'm really excited to see if they got it locked in here and in here. Hey.
Did I call everyone's number? Just thumbs up. Yes? Did I leave anyone out? Awesome. 8, 7, 8.
Okay, wait, stand to the front for 1 second for me. Let's make sure we have the right numbers.
I'm kind of sad we only got to do the dance once today, and I really hope I make it back so I can do it again because it was so much fun.
Personally, for me, when it came to the hip hop round of things, I could tell who came to workshops and were extra prepared and confident and ready to, you know, just kill it. And those who were learning it on the spot, some of which excelled, some of which struggled a little bit on the choreography. So that was, you know, that was a big thing that we looked for that. And then for technique, there's certain things when it comes to technique that I'm a stickler about. Things like standing off the ground, toe ball heel instead of heel ball toe, turned out, shoulders pressed on turn, just little things like that that to me made some of our dancers just stand out above the rest. So when it comes to deliberation, there's several things that go into it. You know, it's how well did they execute our hip hop choreography, how well did they execute our across the floor technique, how well did they speak on the mic. But I think ultimately we just need to pick the group that is going to be the most well-rounded, total package, everything we're looking for, and not just excelling in one area of what it takes to be a member of the Saints Cheer Krewe.
1, 2, 3, Saints! Up next on In That Number.
Don't like him.
I think he's amazing.
And I disagree.
And this is why we deliberate.
Tense deliberations as the judges clash on who should advance.
Anything apart
I'll say
from
I disagree
hip-hop
with that, but
that
if
she
I'm
learned,
overruled,
the thing that she was the most successful at was what she's been knowing for 3 weeks. What we did today wasn't impressive as far as the technique.
But once the candidates are locked in, the boot camp begins. Who will show up and show out to be in that number?